The streaming bubble finally burst. Omar, this is I don't know if some of y'all seen that Bruce finally came back to streaming like a couple days ago. I didn't see it until I went on Twitter, but I guess he said some shit, so we finna check it out.
I've never seen this much pulling in my life. I've never seen so much fake competition in my life, bro. Like, and that's what realistically ruined this.
Like a month and a half ago, I stopped IRL streaming as much, and I know a lot of y'all have noticed that. I haven't had much energy in my streams necessarily, and I kind of just kept streaming because I just wanted to, you know, I never wanted to take a break. And then not to mention, I'm not gonna lie, I feel burnt out.
I've seen Ron go from loving streaming so much to his passion slowly going away.
Bro, I just don't know what to do with this anymore, bro. This just don't feel the same, bro. What do I do, bro? I'm so lost. I'm gonna see y'all later, bro. I gotta take some time to myself.
Are you okay, man?
Nah, bro, come on, bro. I'm chilling. I'm just
what is going on?
Listening to y'all convo. But I dare you.
Bro, see, here's the thing. This is why niggas, bro, the IRL shit is cool, bro. Listen to me. Let me talk to y'all real quick. The IRL streaming shit is cool, but it should definitely be a once in a while thing, because IRL streaming is essentially like vlogging, but with no cuts. You can't accidentally do something. You can't not feel like doing it. Like if niggas is doing IRLs every day, that's like vlogging every single day, but it's not, you don't have to get footage. Like, that's why I feel like some people need to balance that. Like, vlogging, you can record maybe 2 hours, maybe an hour of your whole day, get 15 to 20 minutes for a vlog, and you're valid, you're good. But with IRL streaming, you gotta have at minimum like a 3 to 4 hour stream. So 3 to 4 hours a day, you have to be entertaining. And it's like, not only do you have to be, like, with streaming, it's like being entertaining at the desktop is easier because it's like you're not doing all this. You don't have to worry about these outside variables, this and that and this and that. When you're doing IRL streaming, you got to worry about, is your shit looking good? Is everything going to play to, you know, go how it's supposed to go? Hopefully this person isn't tripping about where you go. Hopefully somebody doesn't flake. There's so many variables to IRL streaming that makes it such a hassle that it should not be done every day. I feel like if you going to do some IRL shit every day, turn some of it into vlogs. What happened to the art of vlogging, bro? Like, there's some vlogs out there that are very tough. And IRL every day, that's crazy. Wait, you just vlog it. Vlog it, send it to somebody, they chop it up, upload it. It'll still do good. You'll still get paid. And you have like a little bit more peace of mind than somebody coming in and saying something and then boom, you in fear of being banned or this and that. You can always cut that out. Like, that's why I don't like IRL vlogging to me. Not IRL vlogging. IRL streaming to me is a very cool concept, but it's been heavily spammed, and now everybody's trying to outdo somebody with instead of like, because like a couple years ago, streaming was so tight knit and like it was community based, and like, remember when Rage was inviting niggas to do all these gaming streams, like the fucking crab games where 20 different creators was all in it and shit. Now it just seems like there's maybe 1 or 2 collabs here and there, but it's all a competition now. Streaming is, I don't know. Hopefully we get it back though. No cap. Hopefully we get it back to where it used to be, bro.
Dude gotta leave. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta do shit with that one, so I'm gonna hit y'all later, alright? Alright, bro.
Alright, man.
These IRLs is killing these niggas.
Down. Elephant in the room. Everybody, you can't pull up a nigga right now and his shit ain't cranking like it was last month, nigga. It is what the fuck it is, nigga.
It's kind of crazy how I can't even control shit on my own fucking stream. I can't control nothing.
Coming into 2025, everyone and their mama thought that streaming was the way to go. It was the means to create content to a wider audience, farm money, and do honestly some of the dopest things in the world. Celebrities were getting into it, athletes were getting into it, politicians were getting into it, and it just seemed seemed like streaming would be a staple for years to come. But then something happened. When everyone flocked to this medium of creating content, it started to create a bubble. And eventually that bubble would have to burst. And to be honest with you, I think that we are there. And with that bursting reveals the unintended consequences of streaming being this gold mine type rush. There's been a view epidemic. Streams are getting crazy expensive and out of control. People can't have private lives anymore. And ultimately, being on live 24/7 is not something that people can handle. Hell, the child stars of past have shown us that before. I'm here to talk about the state of streaming in 2025 and going forward. And to be honest with you, it's not looking good. In 2024, we saw a boom in the streaming economy. We saw the rise of the FaZe clan. We saw the rise of different members of AMP. Mafiathon 2 went off without a hitch. The FaZe Subathon went off without a hitch. And everyone and their mother flocked to streaming, which meant that the only next logical step going into 2025 was to stream more, right? But we quickly found out that that is not something that is sustainable for the whole ecosystem, for the whole environment. It can't handle everybody flocking to streaming for a plethora of different reasons. I think the first thing that had a lot of people skewed as to the realities of what streaming can and can't be is Streamer University. It happened earlier this year and people thought that it was a great idea. And to be honest with you, it was. It introduced a whole different subsection of streamers to the information.
Streamer University was a great idea, but it did not stick for a lot of niggas. A lot of those smaller streamers, it did not stick for them, like at all.
Pool that we all can look at and consume. But it definitely had some unintended consequences. It made everyone feel like they had to spend a shit ton of money in order to get their streams off. And streamers found out quick, fast, in a hurry, the first problem with this mass streaming movement is that streaming is an expensive venture.
The Love Show. This is something that I'm spending a lot of money. Like I'm contemplating selling a watch in order to invest in this. Like this is the most expensive shit I ever paid for. Nigga, I'm spending a house on what I'm doing. You feel me?
Y'all know how expensive it is to keep up with content creation? You could get a 10K check from Twitch.
Here's my thing though. It doesn't have to be this expensive. Like, you can do some creative shit that's not this expensive. It's just niggas is trying to, instead of making content for their viewers, they're trying to one up the content. Like, I don't know, like it's a weird spot. You know what I mean? Like, instead of creating content that your viewers might like going to the what was it? The aquarium. I had a couple hitches in there, but that was essentially damn near free. I think I paid like $20 to get in, and my IRL toolkit is $170 a month. But like, that stream was fun. That was fun for me. I had a great time, and I might do some more IRLs in the future. But like, it just makes for a good time. But this shit, if you do too many IRLs, it can very much get expensive. Go desktop. Do an IRL once every 2 weeks or something. Don't make it if you're not a IRL streamer, you don't want to be a permanent IRL streamer. And like, even some of the permanent IRL streamers don't always have a segment. They just go look at some stuff. Sometimes niggas just go to a restaurant or go here or go to a park or something. Niggas want to have full on segments every time. And I'm like, bro, this is not sustainable.
What the fuck is a 10K check when you gotta spend 5K on trips just to travel, $500 on setup shit, $2,000 on your rent, $200 on Wi-Fi, $200 on IRL toolkit, you gotta pay the clippers, pay a YouTube editor. Chat, I don't think y'all realizing I be going into negative.
I think what a lot of people saw from people like KISSIMMEE or any of the people from FaZe is that spending money for streaming, putting money back into your content, is seemingly a worthwhile investment. But I think what a lot of people underestimated is the fact that they have a lot of equity built into the content creation game, where then when they do these ventures, they can see the return. They see the benefit.
They see the return, and also it doesn't hurt them if they take a loss. That's a very staple and a very important piece. It doesn't hurt these niggas if they take a loss. They have the bread to take that loss. Not everybody has that. Like DDG shit, for example. Like, the concept was cool, but like, you're contemplating selling a watch just to do this segment. Maybe the segment can wait. Do a couple of desktop streams, build up some money. Like, you're going into money that, like, I get spending money that you made on something that you want to do, but then you're like, I want to sell a watch for this. You're getting rid of things to dig in and jump into this, which is, yeah, it could be a good investment, but it's like, it shouldn't have to be that deep. Or if you feel like you need to sell something, maybe just wait a little bit. It can wait. Shit can wait. You know what I mean? It can wait.
Benefits, and they are reaping the rewards of it. They have sat there at their computers and desks and built sweat equity with a community that is willing to support them no matter if they spend money or don't spend money. So it makes sense for them to go out and buy the Samsung phones all the way up to their $30,000 backpacks. It makes sense for them to invest in a trip into Six Flags, their local theme park, or go across the country to Japan. But a lot of the new streamers hopped into this lane and it didn't ultimately pop off because they put money into it without building up that community aspect. There's a lot of big streams that went off this year that did not go as planned, as told by leaders of the community or just what we see. Hell, what happened to a lot of the streamers from Streamer U, Streamer Prom, the Are You My Ball show, or that other love show that PKWY Max and them put on? And even if you ask DDG what his thoughts on what the outcome of the love show might be, it didn't go so well. It didn't do what he thought it would do.
Every dollar I made this month plus more is going into that motherfucker. And it's only a week long. If I don't average like 40, 50, I think finale I might touch 100 Diddy or like a 150 piece.
Now I did think I would have touched 100,000.
Just because you spend money doesn't mean that you're inherently going to get into the views, which brings me to the next issue. Viewbotting got out of hand in 2025. Now, for those of you who don't know what viewbotting is, it's when people, whoever the entity is, pays for bots to inflate numbers on a person's channel. It could be on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, but for this specific purpose, we're talking about Twitch. And as XQC and Twitch exposed, there have been a lot of people who have been viewbotting on this platform. This only got sniffed out after Twitch dropped its viewbot crackdown, and honestly, it worked better than a lot of people anticipated. Viewership on Twitch is down wholeheartedly.
Apparently, the overall viewership on Twitch went down as much as 24% compared to last week, with many big streamers suddenly losing thousands of viewers. Not just big streamers, streamers of all shapes and sizes lost tons and tons of viewers, like across the board.
Now, in hindsight,
hey, we still sitting at a cool 100 plus, you know what I'm saying? Undeasy. As long as we between 1 and 200, I'm not tripping.
Does make a lot of sense. There was times last year where there were platforms like Kick, Rumble, and Twitch where viewership was 100,000 viewers for like 6 to 7 to 8 streamers on every single platform at any given time. And to be honest with you, that was just to inflate things so people could get their advertising dollars and create this bubble that we're in now. And at some point, somebody was gonna have to sniff it out. I mean, it was literally not making any sense. And I do want to offer another POV in the conversation though, because I don't think it's all bots.
Everybody on this bitch, views is down. Elephant in the room. Everybody, you can't pull up a nigga right now.
But you also gotta think, like it's fatigue. It's fatigue. Nobody wants to see a live event every single day. Like, yo, just chill. Let's do some chill shit. You know what I'm saying? Most niggas turn streamers on to watch for some background noise. You know what I'm saying? Couple of laughs here and there. You know what I'm saying? While they do something. Nobody wants to have something they have to super tune into every single time so they don't miss nothing. Most shit people are watching is background noise, bro. I'm being honest. Most shit people watch is background noise.
And his shit ain't cranking like it was last month, nigga. It is what the fuck it is, nigga.
Niggas are paying for me not to have viewers. I never had 250 viewers before, not even starting Twitch. Even when I wasn't even a Twitcher and I started, I never even had this many viewers.
While there are things like Mafiathon or other big streaming events that can occupy, you know, some of that cross-audience viewership over the course of the year, I think that there's a level of viewer fatigue that is not being talked about. And that just simply means that viewers are tired of watching the same things over and over again. The same streams with the girls, the same IRL streams where nothing is really happening, the same streams where nobody's really being creative. To be honest with you, Twitch has a copycat problem right now and nobody's talking about it.
I think streaming right now, I don't want to say nothing because everything, like, I feel like it's so much shit going on that it almost feel like nothing going on.
Yep.
In a weird way. I don't know explain it, bro. I have a bad way with certain things. I just know like it's the feeling that I'm trying to portray. Everybody trying to do everything.
Bro, when streaming was at its best is when everybody was collabing. There was funny moments and this and that. Like when niggas was, like I said, when niggas was doing the big gaming streams or big, like nobody even just sits in Discord no more and yaps anymore, bro. Nigga, that was some of the biggest streams when niggas was sitting in Discord having fun, talking to each other. Those were some of the best streams, doing shit with their community. Some niggas don't even do shit with their community no more. They just do IRL shit and expect the community to like it. Like, damn, they want to feel like they're a part of something too. You know what I mean? You gotta do shit with your community. Sometimes, like, it make them feel like they a part of something. Shit don't, it don't, you know, it just don't feel the same no more at all.
I'm not trying to be like nobody. I'm trying to make sure I be like myself.
And it's not to the point of like, hey, everybody's doing the same reaction content and the same reactions, playing the same games. I think that has always existed. But literally everybody is doing the big Tokyo trip, or everybody's doing some rendition of a love show, or bringing some sort of girl on, or whatever the case may be, and having the same exact reactions
that girl
as everyone
content
else.
is so
Nobody's doing
played.
anything new. Nobody's doing anything unique with any new emotions or uniqueness behind it. They're having the same exact reactions and it's just the same. It's literally just the same exact stuff over and over and over again. Another big issue that I have with streaming now is because of this always on nature, you don't even have time to yourself in order to handle personal effects or not live moments on the internet. I've talked about it in my PKWY Max video. It's tough that these kids are growing up in real time in front of cameras because some of this stuff is not for public consumption. I've seen issues and incidences this year in 2025 where I thought to myself, hey, it'd probably be best if you just cut the camera off.
Some family, you know, tragedies and shit. Just
Yeah,
shit
like
when
shit
my
like
mama-
this. Shit like this. Like I get wanting to share it, but like I'll be like, bro, I can't stream right now. I gotta go. And then I'll update y'all later. Like if shit's happening, like he had somebody pass away, like his friend or his family, I would have ended stream, bro. I can't right now. I'll talk to y'all when I talk to y'all. And then I'll come back and update y'all on what happened when I feel like coming back. But it's like staying on stream when learning that information and still trying to, like, you can cut the cameras, bro.
live out, you know, some you know, somebody passed, I ain't gonna say who and shit, but
Stop. Just chill. I got my elbow up. Now we gotta clip this. Go take that bullshit off.
This is short.
I'll take it off.
No.
No, Jamie.
No, you're not gonna fuck up my outfit.
Go
I'm
take that
sorry.
shit off.
No.
Then you're not coming. You're not wearing that shit with a rip on your booty cheek.
That's how it came.
Well, you're not wearing that with me. And don't try to masturbate me on camera. Either you take it off or you get the fuck out of my house. That's how I'm moving. Who the fuck do you think you are? What, a rip on your booty cheek?
Like, why am I seeing your relationship you know what I'm saying? Mute the stream, bro. Nah, I don't know. Just not everything is. I don't know. Maybe I'm me. I don't know.
Nigga, that's some shit you wear when you single. You don't wear that around me, man.
Just a couple weeks ago, Quinn Blackwell made a comment about streaming being digital slavery. And while I don't agree with the verbiage because slavery has meaning and connotation, there were some things that a lot of people took from that actually had some value to it.
I have always said the biggest influencer will be somebody who gives their life to the internet. And that's what streaming is. And I respect it down. I think they are the Don Julios of internet creators. Would I ever do it again? No. Because it gives a sort of digital slavery vibe to me.
Streaming in 2025 is now this thing where you have to be online all the time at the mercy of your chat. Your emotions and your feelings don't matter. It's just go, 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 go. We don't even realize that these people have been living their entire lives in front of a camera and they don't have a time to get an emotional break. Now, I know what somebody's gonna say in the comment section is that, hey, this is self-inflicted. This is something that they brought upon themselves. For sure. I can honestly say that. They can start.
She was spin. She was absolutely right.
To do different things or whatever the case may be, and they're making a lot of money, whatever the case may be. Listen, I'm coming from a human aspect. It's not healthy to be on camera 24/7 like this. And this is why you're seeing a lot of people have these mental breakdowns when it comes to streaming now.
I've streamed 200 plus hours every single month. I just did a 4-day marathon and then
when it comes to streaming now.
I've streamed 200 plus hours every single month. I just did a 4-day marathon and then streamed 13 hours a day with 0 breaks.
Guys, I am a loser. I don't do shit except sit on my couch and study shit and plan shit in my free time. I don't talk to people. It's bad. I'm gonna change that.
I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I came home, bro. I just cried on my couch, bro. Like, I cried on my couch. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I don't even have nobody, bro. Who do I have? I push everybody in my life away. I don't talk to my parents. I'm out here in LA. Like, yeah, I got my cousin, but it's like, damn, bro. Like, what am I even doing this for?
Naturally, you're going to be burned out. I mean,
Yeah.
we're always on camera 24/7 and at the mercy of our chats. I didn't even talk about this in this video, but it dawned across me as I was doing research. I remember that time where like Senna, Valkyrie, and Extra Emily got harassed at the park by the dude. And then for whatever reason, they had to come on stream the next day to explain what happened.
Exactly. Like, you saw it happen in real time, and it's still like, that shit shouldn't be a thing, but like, this shit is so, this shit is just
kept running and trying to get something out of his pocket. And like I said, like, you guys, when that clip cuts off, like, we had to run into a store screaming that somebody was going to kill us so that somebody would step in and let us in the back.
Like, what kind of weird ass world do we live in that streamers have to get online and justify this dumbass crime that we seen with our eyes in 4K?
Exactly.
Also, why are we seeing this in 4K? I don't know. The nature of everything being on stream is just bothering me, and I can understand why these people have burnout, because then they have an audience that doesn't believe them, so then they have to justify them, which kind of backs what, you know, Quinn Blackwell was saying a little bit. I see it. I see it. I think there are some positives going into 2026, though. I think that we've weeded out a lot of the people that came into the space and really didn't want to do anything positive, just saw it as a quick money grab. A lot of people picked up phones because they saw streaming and content creation as some sort of fad, but ultimately are realizing that, hey, this is something that takes much more.
Bro, listen, I saw this dude that said that, don't quote me, I don't remember it verbatim, but I think he said he streamed for like 100+ hours for a month and put out tons of clips a day, and the shit did not work. Like, I guess he didn't have no viral clips. Nobody was still coming to his stream, even though he was streaming for hours and putting out these clips and shit like that. And I'm like, I appreciate the dedication, but at what point, I'm not saying for him to throw in the towel, but at what point do you throw in the towel? You feel me? Like, you're giving this shit your all, which I've done. You know, there's been times where I wasn't getting any views, but like, I've also, like, it was like a balance, right? When I was first starting this shit, like, I was doing YouTube and I was doing regular work. I was still working a regular job, and then it popped off eventually. Like, me being consistent for 1 month started the train, or was it was a month. But like, when do you throw in the towel? If you dropping all these clips and nothing's working, if you streaming for all these hours and nobody's pulling up, when do you like, all right, maybe I need to explore some other options? You know what I mean? Like, not to shit on his determination at all, because if you want it that bad, you're gonna chase it. But when do you throw in the towel? When does it become delusion? You know what I mean? And like, you really have to give yourself to this, but don't give it everything and then you have nothing left after you hit that end stream button. You know what I mean?
Effort that I'm willing to put in, and I don't want to slut out the space. Think about every single streamer that was popping or had some clout or had some traction this year that is just not here at the end of the year. Funny Mike. No, he's probably going through some legal stuff. But
damn,
for real though, there's a lot of people who picked up streaming and have stopped because they're just not getting the views off. I also do think IRL streaming won't be a mainstay going forward. Bruce,
I'm gonna be honest, 2026, I think niggas is gonna be IRL streaming like once every 2 weeks. No cap. Except for like the bigger niggas, like KISSIMMEE might run an IRL every week. But I think it's going back to desktop, bro. I really think streaming's going back to desktop. It was a cool year for IRL and everybody doing these crazy adventures, but that shit is slowing down immediately.
Drop them off, and So Illuminati had some very good words about IRL streaming. It was dumb, and people were making it dumb because they were just flexing and trying to keep up with people, and it was never meant to last based off how these people were doing it.
It's becoming harder and harder for niggas to become streamers because all y'all think y'all need to be doing IRLs. Y'all all trying to be like these niggas at the top. You got motherfuckers talking about desktop streaming is dying. How is that even fucking possible? It's not even possible. It's just the niggas you watching. You knew and you already thinking, you need to be doing IRLs, nigga. You are a fucking bot. You're gonna fall off. Bro, the IRL streaming shit is so overstimulated, so oversaturated. All you see is scripts now.
Niggas is tired of seeing niggas just overly showing shit that they don't have that they can't relate to. We can't relate to you niggas no more. We can't. Y'all streaming on yachts and shit. There's a nigga that want to stream from his bathtub to pretend that he on the yacht right now. Listen, bro, you don't gotta do that.
And last but certainly not least, I think that people are getting away from the always on nature of content creation. I've seen more streamers take more breaks. The breaks between marathon streams is becoming greater. The breaks in just streaming in general is becoming greater. I know it may mean some effects to the pockets, but if there's a quality difference and from your content as a whole, from your life as a whole, I think a lot of streamers are gonna get into that now because they're
I'm gonna be honest, I'm a fan. I'm not a fan of, well, I'm not even gonna say not a fan. I respect the IRLs, but I'm more of a fan of marathon streaming when it comes to games. Beating a full game in a stream, like you're him. You know what I'm saying? You're locked. That's, you know what I'm saying? After that, I'm like, like you got a marathon of you just doing IRL shit all day, like, okay, you know?
just seeing that I can't.
And I also noticed I don't watch IRL, like if somebody does like an IRL stream, I might tap in live, right? But if it's outside of the live, I don't ever pull up, if that makes sense. Like I will watch something live or in clips, but if you do an IRL segment and then upload it to YouTube, I never watch those shits, like ever. I'm like, I noticed I'm never interested in that shit.
Always be on. It's really not healthy, and at the end of the day, it doesn't benefit me or my audience to come back on, cut the chat on and be like, hey chat, what we doing today? Because I just need to fill some sort of quota. It's the stupidest shit in the world. I think 2025 streaming is cooked, but I am pretty optimistic about 2026 streaming. So
yeah, 2026 coming with GTA 6 and a whole bunch of gaming. Nigga, I'm locked, bruh. Fuck is you talking? Boy, I'm locked, boy.